Hey Facebook family. I haven't done a video in my car in a really long time. It is chucking it down outside. I've pulled up outside my house and my dog is probably sitting inside waiting for me to take her to the park. She will be most displeased that we are again not going out for a walk because it's chucking it down. Anyway, on the way home I was listening to, hey Cam, on the way home I was listening to this podcast by Matthew Hussey, who is an amazing relationship dude. He is from London. He lives in LA. If you haven't, hey Colin, if you haven't watched any of his stuff, highly recommend you do. He's an amazing, amazing guy. Matthew Hussey, Hussey. Anyway, he was listening to something that set off my little inspirational anti-doodles, which is what I call them. On Planet Carly, where I was like, oh, I could do a video on that. I've been wanting to do a video for ages and I never do, because by the time I get home I walk squishy and then I'm like, oh, I can't be asked. Hi Sam, how you going? Hey Andrew. So anyway, Matthew was talking about how he was doing this live video. He does these really cool video conversations with his brother Stephen Hussey, who's I think he's in London. And they have chats, and someone went on the live and said, hey Tim, someone went on the live and said, are you okay? You seem a bit off lately. And Matthew said, I just want to talk about that. And they were actually having a conversation about vulnerability. And then someone said, are you okay? You seem a bit flat. He said, lots of people ask me that, and I find it really interesting. And he actually didn't answer the question at first. And he went on to this long... do I know I look a bit like Sheryl Crow? Who's that? Is that the singer? I didn't know that, but thanks. I think, I'm not sure what she looks like. I'll get back to you on whether that's a thanks or not. Anyway, he gets asked, are you okay? You're a bit flat lately. And he said, lots of people ask me that. And it's really interesting because... And then someone else said, you haven't answered the question. He said, okay, I'm going to answer the question. In some ways, I'm the most okay and the best in my life I've ever been. I love my work. I love living in LA. I love the work that I do. I love my life. I'm in the best place emotionally that I've ever been. I've got the most insight into myself that I've ever had. And so in so many ways, I'm really okay. And then in other ways, I'm not so okay. I live the other side of the world from my family in London, and my family is I feel the best when I'm around my family. And what a conundrum, because I love living in LA and that's the best that I've ever felt, is living in LA. And yet the best people to be around and the people that I miss the most are not in LA. And I really resonated with that because, I'm in Australia. My family are all in the UK and I love them more than anything and really, really dearly love to be around them, and I'm not. But also it's a conundrum for me because I love being in Australia. It's the best place for me. It's the best feeling that I've ever felt, is to be here. So I really resonated with that. And he said, hey Zoe, he said, isn't it okay to be both okay and not okay at the same time? We're complex beings. It's so much more than just, are you okay? What kind of answer do you expect to that? And so I just found that a really interesting point. What kind of answer do you expect to, are you okay? Are you prepared to sit there and really listen to what the answer is for someone with that? Isn't it okay to be okay and not okay at the same time? Like maybe you're 90% okay or better than okay and 10% not okay for a multitude of different reasons. Hey, Belinda. So do you agree with that or not? I completely resonated with that. It made so much sense to me that, in so many ways, I'm more than okay. I'm in the best place that I've ever been in my whole entire life, on a multitude of different levels in every single area of my life. But I also miss my family dearly in the UK, and I wish that they were over here, and they're not, and they're not going to be over here, and I'm not going back to London. So in that way, I'm not okay, but also I'm also okay. Does that make sense? I just felt like I wanted to. Yes, it is okay. Thanks for keeping it real. Thanks, Samantha. Yeah, I just I don't know. It just set off the little. Oh, I want to talk about this kind of vibe. So I just wanted to check in and ask you all: are you okay? What percentage okay are you? Are you feeling fantastically amazing and also about 10% shit at the same time, because that can happen too, right? My neighbours just pulled up and they're probably wondering why I'm talking to myself in the car. Awkward. I miss you all too, Carl. You're doing an amazing job over there. Carl's an old school friend of mine. How cool is that? School feels like a long time ago. I still have all my 40th birthday balloons and cards all around my house, and as I'm standing there doing the dishes at night, I'm looking at these cards that say 40. I'm like, what the actual fuck? When did that happen? I don't feel like I'm 40. I feel like I'm 100 sometimes in the morning when it's cold and my body's creaking, but mentally I feel like I'm about 17 most of the time. Sometimes I don't even feel like I act 17 a lot of the time, and for some reason I'm midlife, apparently. What a load of bollocks that is. Anyway, I hope you are all doing really, really well on this. Is it Tuesday? It's Tuesday. Tuesday evening in Australia, Tuesday morning in the UK, Carl. And I love you all dearly. Thank you for watching and just listening to me talk a load of bollocks about absolutely nothing. It's been fun doing it. Hey Louise, hope you're well, hun. And yeah, hope you have an amazing night. And hey Robs, hope you're having an amazing night, and you stay dry. It stopped raining, so maybe I'll take Squishy to the park. I'm 44 this year and I don't feel or act my age. No, it's good to know that. Well, my parents are late 60s and they definitely don't act it. I don't think they ever will. My grandma in Holland is 98 and a half. She definitely doesn't act even 40. So, you know, sending you big hugs too, Belinda. Hope you're well, hun. I will give squishy hugs from everybody. Hope you have an amazing evening, and I will endeavour to do more random ranty lives like this in my car, because they're fun and it's nice watching everyone join and say hello. So big love. Have an amazing evening. Eat lots of food for me, especially cheese, because that's what I love. I will speak to you all soon. Bye guys.